Hello Year 9 and Year 9 families. We hope you're finding selecting your options for Key Stage 4 both engaging and energising. Remember, this is that first time when you're actually able to guide your studies going forward, so it is an important time. Over the last week or so, we've had a number of questions that you or parents have raised about making decisions and how to make decisions. So we thought we would put together this short film to answer some of those key questions that you've raised. I'm sure you recognise some very familiar faces here, but just in case you're not sure who people are, the panel are going to introduce themselves. So my name is Tim Bird and I'm Deputy Head at the school.
My name's Rachel Gardner, I'm Assistant Head at the school.
And I'm Christian Hampshire, also Assistant Head at the school.
I'm Dave Egan, Pathways and Welsh Baccalaureate Coordinator.
There we go, so that's the panel. We're going to go straight ahead now with your questions. So the first question is, I currently enjoy quite a lot of subjects. Any advice on how to narrow down my choices? Mrs. Gardner, I think you're going to take this one for us.
Fantastic. So first of all, congratulations on having so many choices. First piece of advice I would give you is to first of all have a look at the requirements for university or future pathways to make sure that the subjects that you're thinking about taking can actually meet those needs. Using UCAS websites will really support you with that. Also consider the methods of assessment, and so from that point of view think about whether or not you like a lot of exams at the end of your course or whether you prefer a course that has more coursework type elements. And then finally, if at the end of the stages you still have lots and lots of choices, just go for a breadth and then you'll thoroughly enjoy your subjects that you're taking with us.
Great. Thank you, Mrs. Gardner. That's really helpful. So our second question then came from a parent. I can see that there were similar courses in some areas, in PE, in business, computing and technology, for example. How can I support my son in deciding which course of the two to take? Mr. Hampshire, I think you're going to answer this one for us.
Thank you, Mr. Bird. Yes, so my first piece of advice is to have a really good read of the 2 or 3 different choice of subjects in the option booklet, which you can find linked on our website. As you're reading that, look at 2 particular aspects of the courses. First of all, different courses may have different types of assessment. For example, in business, the GCSE business will have more examinations than the retail business course, which will have more coursework elements to it. Secondly, focus on the skills that you might need to be successful in certain subjects. For example, computing will require greater skills in numeracy and mathematics than the digital course alongside it.
Thank you, Mr. Hampshire. Yeah, really useful. So make sure you read the course details in the option booklet very carefully. Thank you for that. Third questions come from a student via their tutor. I'm interested in taking a couple of courses from similar areas. Is this okay? Mr. Egan, I think you're going to take this one for us.
Thank you. Simple answer, yes it is. The options form here at Monmouth Comprehensive School is designed in a way to give you that opportunity. So if you are thinking of taking, for example, 3 humanities, 2 languages, 2 design and technology subjects, 2 PE subjects, then you can. What I would say though is just consider that carefully, because there is a danger of putting all your eggs in one basket, and is that right for you personally?
Thank you, Mr. Egan. Yes, so a really clear answer there. Yes, it is, but there will be checks for you. And of course, when you come back to school, your teacher will also check with you that it's the right thing for you to do to take a number of subjects in that area. But you can follow your passions. Really helpful, Mr. Egan, thank you. Our next question, my choices don't fit with all of the option blocks. Can the option blocks change? Well, if it's okay, I'll take that one. The option blocks change every year. If you remember earlier in the year 9, you gave us what we call our free choice from a list, the subjects that you think you would like to take. What we then do is look to see how those subjects can be organised so that the best possible number of combinations are available to the whole year group. This year, we're really pleased that 99% of people's first 4 choices can be accommodated in this year's option blocks. So if subjects then changed columns, fewer students who wanted to take them would actually be able to select those subjects. So we would ask you now to select your subjects from the option blocks that are published, which you can find on the option sheet, which has been sent out to you and is also linked to our website. I hope that answer was useful. So now we come to our last question, and that's probably the most important one. Where can I go for more help and information? And I think, Mr. Egan, as our Pathways Coordinator, you're going to take this one for us.
Thank you. If I cast your minds back to November, when we started this process, we highlighted the vast amount of support and guidance that you will get. So over the course of the last 3 months, you've received an options booklet, which has got lots of information about the subjects and what the subjects entail. You've also had information on the Careers Wales website, and you've met Becky Baker from Careers Wales, who can provide impartial support and guidance for you there. Also on our website, you can experience the virtual Careers and Higher Education Fair, which has got lots of opportunity to talk about apprenticeships, careers, job sectors, and higher and further education. You've also got opportunity to talk to your tutors, again, via private messaging on Google Classroom. If you have any specific questions that you want to ask in relation to subjects, you can also ask your subject teachers. And finally, if there is a subject, so psychology and business, that you've not experienced at Key Stage 3, if you do have any further questions for those subjects, please contact your form tutor, and then they will pass them on to the relevant people within those subject areas for you.
Thank you, Mr. Egan. That's really, really helpful. We hope you've found these answers useful, and thank you very much for asking the questions. It's really important, as you make your choices, that you ask yourself questions. So Year 9 students, do read the option booklet carefully. Do talk with your parents and people at home. Do take the opportunity to message your tutor or message your subject teacher if you need more advice and guidance. Remember that this is a really exciting time for you, and it is your choices that you're making, not your friends. So keep exploring, keep investigating, and we'd ask you to submit your choices through the Google form link, which is either in your Google Classroom or on the front of our website by the 3rd of March at the latest. Thank you for listening.